Hi, this is Kathy. Thanks for joining me this evening. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful weekend. Hi, this is Kathy. Thanks for joining me this evening. I hope you're having a wonderful... Whoops, forgot to turn the speaker off. I have a quick, easy project for tonight with things that are kind of some interesting embellishments or whatever. I'm using the Smart Loving Kind transfer and this beautiful reclaimed diagonal board. And I'm going to take a moment right now and put the shopping list in the comments because this is just absolutely adorable. This is a two-sided board. It's kind of heavy. It's wood. I'm not... Ooh, should I use this? No, I don't think I want it. The frame, I think, is going to take away from it. I think I want to do it on the fully smooth side. That's my game plan, at least. That's what I'm intending. And I'm not quite sure on what color paste or whatever. I've got an idea up my sleeve, and then I'll kind of share the embellishments with you in a little bit. But because this is wood, and this does look beautiful sanded, but I don't think I'm going for that. I'm not going for the for a distressed look on this for this project. So I'm just going to grab my little applicator here, add some wax, some surface wax, and get right on into this project. Like I said, I promise it'll be nice and quick. And I think it'll be beautiful. Oh my goodness, I don't usually brag about things, but I just love this board to pieces. It is so much fun to work with. You do have to wax it though because it's wood. And I've had this transfer for a bit, waiting for just the right inspiration. Hi Tina, how you doing? And it came to me the other day, and actually I'm doing a spin-off of something that I saw someone else do, putting my own little take on it. And I said, wow, okay, I'm putting those two together and running with it. So I'm just applying the wax all over. This is a pretty good size board. It is actually 18 by 12 and a half, 18 by 12. So I'm going to just apply this all over and then turn my little applicator over and buff it off. I don't have to wait for it to dry or anything. And the reason I'm putting the wax on the wood is twofold. It acts as a barrier between my paste and the wood, so if I make a mistake and I'm quick about it, I could go back there and erase it or remove it and then redo it. Depending upon the pigmentation of the paste, obviously. And the other reason is it actually protects my transfer, because our transfers are adhesive backed, reusable, and I want to make sure that I don't inadvertently pick up a sliver or paint or anything else from my wood that I could potentially pick up. Now I'm not going to be going where the frame is nailed on here. My transfer is not going to be in that area. And this is a beautiful board from Chalk Couture, and nice quality, but still, as a matter of course, I always wax wood for those two reasons. Protect my transfer and give me a little bit of extra time in case I make an oops, so that I could clean it up. Now I just want to make sure this is all buffed off, or basically rubbed in, buffed off, whatever you want to say it. It shouldn't have any wax actually that's thick enough to act as a barrier for the paste. So, and you could generally feel the difference. Got wax on my fingers when you've got it buffed in or rubbed in or buffed off, whatever you want to call it. You can feel your applicator's not going to stick, it's going to glide. And I'm only going to, actually, the transfer is only going to be on a little bit more than half of this surface, but I did the whole board just in case it deepens the color. This is kind of like a gray wash on here. And if you took a sander to it, it actually looks like a grayish blue. It's very beautiful when it is distressed. But for tonight's project, I'm not distressing it. Okay, I think we're done waxing. And this is just our surface wax. It comes in this nice little tin and absolutely has no fragrance, which makes me happy. I hate when you use something that the smell kind of bothers you. So, done with that. So I'm going to take this transfer out of its backing. It's called Smart, Loving, and Kind. Beautifully worded sentiment. It's a tribute to mothers. Of course, you could use any transfer that you wanted here and kind of go with this idea because it is kind of cool. And this actually would be perfect for Mother's Day. So I'm going to fuzz my transfer. Our transfers are made out of vinyl, which is the teal, and silkscreen, and you're seeing through the silkscreen to the white carrier sheet on the back. Our transfers are adhesive back, hence the carrier sheet. It protects the transfer from sticking to anything else. You can see how shiny the sticky side is. And then the carrier sheet has a shiny side too. It's the glossy, so that you can peel it off of the transfer. You always want the glossy side of the carrier sheet to go against the adhesive side of the transfer. The reverse side is dull. And I like putting the name on the back of my transfer so that I accidentally, in a hurry when I'm putting things back together, that I don't accidentally attach the wrong side. And I almost forgot to do that. Okay. Because obviously the dull side doesn't have that film or that shiny glossy, it'll stick. And you don't want to ruin your transfer. And our transfers can be used on wood, dry erase, chalkboard, mirror, glass, metal, just about any type of surface, ceramic. You name it. The big thing is, depending upon your surface, you need to fuzz it, and that's what I'm doing right now. I have this little fuzzing cloth. You could use a towel or a shirt or your jeans or whatever you want, but I am deliberately applying a little bit of lint to the back of the transfer so it doesn't stick as snugly. Now, if I was using this on paper or glass or mirror or metal, I would fuzz it probably 12 times. I think I've done it about 4 here, but you can see how it's still sticking pretty snugly. With wood, you don't have to fuzz as much, but anytime you're using it on a non-porous surface, you want to fuzz more because it will stick very, very snugly. Tina, I agree. I think one for grandmother would be beautiful, even with the same sentiments. It's just lovely. Now, in reality, if this was on maybe this type of layout instead of what I'm doing, you could use our alphabets and just put the word grand above it and make it grandmother. So that's an idea. Okay, so let's see. I want this up a little bit more. Just got a hair on it. Okay, let me take that off. Oops. Okay, let me lay this out. I want it above my little nail holes, is what I was thinking. And just in a little bit from the left. I'm not going to be, it's a little bit more than the border from the top and the bottom, but I think that'll work for what I'm going for. Okay, I'm going to smooth this out, make sure I don't have any air bubbles underneath my silk screen. Kind of feel around. I'm going to take an eyeball at it too. Okay, now what I've struggled with this is what color. And this is what I was originally going to do it in white. Thank you for sprinkling, Sharon, Tina. That's really nice. Yes, some people are. And even if you aren't, I could see, oh, I'm going to straighten this out. I'm a little bit crooked. I could see where you could still use this tribute. You know, I think it's beautiful. My grandmothers are both gone, but I would have loved to have the opportunity to make something like this for them. Okay, now I think I might have moved that up a little bit too high. No, I think it's fine. Okay, so here's the deal. I was struggling on what color to go with this. I was thinking white, but for some reason I always associate purple with my mom, maybe because I years and years ago, I bought her this beautiful deep purple silk blouse. I actually bought one for myself too. They had it in both of our sizes, and we were just careful not to wear them at the same time. But for some reason, Mom just looks so great in purple, so I've been doing, do I go with the white? Do I go with the berry? I think I'm going to go with the berry, and this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to put the berry down first, and this is, with the gray, I'm not quite sure if it's going to be strong enough, but what I could always do is then lay the transfer down again. Once it's dry, move it slightly over, up a little bit or down a little bit and over to the side, and then I could use the white on top of it, and the berry would be kind of like a drop shadow. So if the berry doesn't seem vivid enough, I'm going to lay the white on top of it. This is such a beautiful color. I used it the other day on the white board and base, and I think with the white it pops out enough, but like with the gray I'm a little leery, but we'll see what happens. Okay, now I just have to dig around here. I know I had out my large squeegee, which of course I don't see. I'm wondering if okay, kind of weird. I had everything on my surface, and I lost I had my large squeegee, my detail tool, a small squeegee, and a stir stick. I might have put them behind my little computer over here. Sometimes I do that. Nope, I don't. That is weird. Oh, right over here. I have a little bench to the side. Okay, thinking I'm going a little crazy there. Ooh, shimmer rose gold would be nice. Oh, shimmer rose gold on black. Oh, beautiful. That would be perfect, Tina. What a beautiful idea. Yes, it would be. Okay, I'm loading this up with a fair amount because we're going to make quick work of this. And I'm just applying the paste, smoothing it through the silk screen. Grab a little bit more here. I don't usually use this large of a squeegee, so it's a little difficult to dig in there and scoop up the paste. I thought about accenting some of the words too, like the because I said so and a couple other things. But then I thought, nah, I don't know if I want to do that or not. We'll see how this looks first. I'm smoothing it out, and I'm removing the excess paste, putting it back in the jar. I don't have to put a lot of pressure when I do this at all. Just smooth it through the silk screen. It's just really pretty gentle and pretty easy to do. I want to make sure I've got the top covered. I'm notorious for missing the tops of my letters. Okay. Okay, peel and reveal time. How quick and easy was that? Now, when you lift up your transfer, you want to lift from the top, the bottom, the left, or the right. You never want to tug on the corners because that could potentially stretch your transfer. And I'm going to lift this slowly and kind of check it out to make sure I haven't missed anything before I fully lift it up. There we go. I think this looks fine by itself. Actually, I was sure I was going to be using the white, and I just realized I didn't put a board eraser out here for me to clean my transfer with. But I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm going to turn this around a little bit so you can get a better look at it. What do you think? Readable, legible? Now, in reality, seriously, our boards could be painted. So if this was painted black and you did the shimmer rose gold, it would be Very, very striking. Hi, Brenda. Well, look at how quick and simple this was. Oh my goodness. Now I'm not going to move it around because it needs to dry. It's going to probably take about 5 minutes or so to dry. Our shimmers take about 8 minutes. Our regular paste takes about 5. Our paste goes on liquid, but it will dry to a hard surface. But on many surfaces, your designs can be removed with a spritz of water and a board eraser or a paper towel. On wood, not so easy because a lot of times the pigment soaks into the wood, and then when you lift it, or you wash it off, you might have some ghosting, or you might still have the image. So in that case, you could always just paint, and you could definitely paint this board black and use rose gold. Now, let me show you my little embellishments. Oops, here did I put them? Okay. Now I'm cheating a little bit because these are our, oops, where did I put the other one? Oops, I have another one out here and I don't know where I put it. Okay, these are our little mini frames. And I realized I only had one that wasn't used, so I actually just put some paper on them. But I'm the oldest and my brother is younger than me. So I thought 2 frames, and I'm either going to do 1 pic of myself and 1 pic of my brother, or I'm going to do, I have this really cute pic of us when I was probably about 6, 7 years old, and he was about 5. And I might do 1 pic, let me move this over a little bit here. 1 picture of us as children, and then in a current picture is what I'm thinking. So I don't know. We'll see what he says. He doesn't really like getting his picture taken, and he's a very striking man. Anyway, so what do you think? Wouldn't this work great for Mother's Day? What a Mother's Day gift. Simple, easy, and very, very quick. Thanks so much for watching. I surely do appreciate it. I wish everyone has a wonderful weekend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are so, so sweet. Thanks for watching tonight. Have a good time. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.